Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. I'm actually going to share a video. It's going to be off of Jana Wantrick's post from earlier at Representative Tom Emmer stating XRP is not a security. But enough of me, let's let you hear it from him.
On past Silk Road, yeah, it's a long time ago, but there's a lot of members of Congress that still think of this in terms of Silk Road. Yeah. And when you say over 2 years, first off, my position's very clear. XRP is not a security, all right? But even if you want to do on past Silk Road, yeah, it's a long time ago. But there's a lot of members of Congress that still think of this in terms of Silk Road. Yeah. And when you say over 2 years, first off, my position's very clear. XRP is not a security. All right.
XRP is not a security. Let's have someone else reinforce that. Former CFTC chair Giancarlo lays out why he thinks XRP isn't a security. XRP is more like an alternative currency than a security, argues the former chair of the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC. And then I'm going to play another quick video for you as well, directly from Heath Tarbert, the CFTC chairman.
Is it a security, first and foremost? And if it's not a security, it is most likely a commodity. And so that is the initial security.
Let's hear that one more time. What does he say? He says, is a security? If it's not, then most likely it's a commodity. Now let's hear that again.
Security, first and foremost. And if it's not a security, it is most likely a commodity. And so that is the initial sort of test. What I will say is the interesting thing, unlike other kinds of investment contracts, is a digital asset can transform itself throughout time. So you can have a situation where something in an initial coin offering is very much a security, but over time the system becomes more and more decentralized. The enterprise that originally sort of sponsored the currency is no longer in the fore. The thing is sort of running itself. There's an intangible value, that's there. So you can have things that actually switch back and forth. You could also imagine a scenario where something is very much decentralized, but then all of a sudden, there's a pullback. The company gets more involved in it. It starts to look more like a common enterprise where profits are derived from the activity of others, thereby meeting the Howey test. But I think all things being equal, if you approach it as, is this a security? And if you come to the conclusion it's not with the SEC, it's most likely going to be a commodity.
And there you have it. If it's not a security, then it's most likely a commodity. I'm going to read an article. And again, if you do not follow us on Twitter, you may want to catch up with all of the news. But again, if you have a busy life, and again, a big percentage of why we started this channel, as there were a lot of busy people requesting, kind of convincing us to open a channel so that they could hear this while they are working out between their busy schedule or at work or driving to and from work. And please don't look at your screen if you are driving or working. Be safe. Don't get hurt. Don't hurt anyone else. Don't get in trouble. But again, listening on your busy schedule while you are multitasking, and that is a big percentage of what we are here and why we do our program the way we do. It is to make your life easier, but know all of the updated information and content on your investment. I'm going to read this little section here. It says, but Ripple maintains that XRP is a commodity, and it follows the theme of everyone else stating the same thing. Ripple holds XRP. It's like holding coffee, cocoa, or copper, Treacher says. We as a company are very separate animal to the XRP digital asset, and that's the crux of why it's a commodity. It's an asset class. It's not a security. Then I want to get into a few other things that Representative or Mr. Emmer is stating and let you hear it directly from him.
We can't see all the things out on the horizon. We have to make sure we're very careful. And this institution in particular has to start moving a little quicker with the certainty questions that we talked about in the marketplace. because at the end of the day, that is where we're going. And I think people need to be very clear. We can either help facilitate this technology advancement, or it's going to happen without us. And God forbid it happens somewhere else where we don't have any say.
And I think that's great that Mr. Emmer is so much on top of making sure, again, from his knowledgeable and common sense approach, as I've stated earlier on Twitter, that he is looking out for America to not lead from behind and or not fall behind, but to stay out front of the new technology with this new digital asset class. Got a few more videos for him before we finish up this video, and let's play these as well.
You familiar with XRP and the efforts of Ripple?
With the distributed ledger technology for their payments?
Yep.
Yes.
Are you familiar with XRP and the efforts of Ripple? Yes. Play a final video for you.
What about Stellar, which is facilitating cross-border transfers? Are you familiar with that one?
No.
All right, we'll pause it there. Obviously, those are two of our favorites from this channel, so I had to include those, especially since they were directly from Mr. Emmer. And as we've shown, that Ripple, Stellar, and the Ethereum are greatest players in this new financial system once the ball is rolling and the switch has been flipped, so to speak. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you with a final thought. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. All right, guys, remember, this is not financial advice. It is for entertainment purposes only. Much love to each and every one of you, and we will catch you in the next one.